It's cold. As an overly ambitious person who tries way too hard to dump as much work on himself as possible, that's not a flex, I have a serious issue. I find myself struggling to relax because of 999,000 things I've organized for myself to do on my Miro, Notion, Kanban board to-do list. For the longest time, the entire circus of thoughts I had up in here was way too hard for me to manage. I lacked mental clarity. I'm seriously not joking when I say my mind can never naturally take a break unless I force myself to. Which brings me to the solution and title of this video, how I used journaling to help me clear up my brain fog. Okay, so to show you how I cleared up my brain fog using journaling, I'm gonna take you on a personal journey back to the date, the 2nd of June, 2023. So this day for me, back in time, was just another one of those typical crap days. The ones where you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, your breakfast tastes like crap, you miss the bus, and then you're stressing about getting late to class. You end up rocking up to class and then you realize it's canceled, and now you're annoyed that you were stressing about something that was never gonna happen in the first place, and now you're stressing about studies and blah, 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 you get the whole point. This was one of those days. So for whatever reason, I had been carrying around this feeling of contempt for a while, and it was digging at me. I needed an outlet and I hadn't been doing anything to help myself. I don't know what took over me, but somehow my mind was drawn towards this journal. And I, at this point in time, had already been journaling on and off for a few months. I had just started, but I wasn't consistent with it, and I didn't see any results from doing it. Probably because I was inconsistent and didn't really believe in the power of journaling. But for whatever reason, on this day, I sat down, picked up my journal, brushed off the dust because it was quite dusty, and grabbed a pen and started writing. 2nd of June, 2023. Writing this now because I got up at 5 in the morning and I'm super anxious and overthinking a lot right now. Number 1, exams. Passing the semester, sick of studying, so much work to do. Number 2, the gym. Honest, I haven't posted in ages. Original content, ? How? My YouTube video, ... Barely have any plans for the gym. Number 3, health. My knee. Number 4, money. I don't have a job. Semester fees. Can I still go and exchange ? Number 5, training. Tricking, I need confidence. Track, how do I get better? Number 6, stress. Handling too much at once. In brackets, I need to learn how to create systems to leverage this workload. That's all I wrote for that day. And if that means nothing to you, essentially I was just listing off everything I was stressed about in a very concise manner. Now that's all well and good that I journaled down what I was stressing about. You're probably thinking I felt so much better after doing it, and that's the moral of the story. I still felt like shit after writing, and I still felt like shit multiple days after. I even drew this somewhat disturbing drawing. Even after going through that whole scenario, there were 2 things I realized after journaling. 1, you can't fix a problem if you can't see the problem. Brain fog is literally that, fog. You cannot see in fog. That's a literal definition. If you can't even identify precisely what it is that's bothering you, and you'd prefer to throw your hands up, not do the mental work to figure out what it is that's exactly bothering you, you can kiss any chance of clearing that brain fog in your head goodbye. The physical action of putting pen to paper not only slows down your mind and accentuates the problem causing fog in your head, it also creates a physical list that when you're done writing, you can hang up on a wall and look at. Yes, visualization is powerful, but seeing a tangible list that you can touch and feel and rip up and do whatever you want to is just as powerful, if not more, because it grounds your thoughts. Writing down your problems and what you're scared about makes them clear. And a problem that is clear can be resolved. 2, the list of problems I had written down was actually quite shorter on paper than I thought it was in my head. Humans in times of struggle tend to lose their grasp of what is in their control and their cognitive problem-solving skills, something I am no exemption from. As periods of life tend to get more overbearing, our perception of these events tend to warp our reality. When we're exhausted, we tend to overthink and exaggerate how bad our lives are. This is something that's common in all of us. As I was journaling, I slowly came to remember that nothing is as bad as it seems in my head. One thing I learned from journaling is that everything is always a lot better and always a lot worse in my head. Journaling gives you the clearest window into your own mind and how you're feeling at a specific point of time that no one else on this planet could ever give you. These 2 reasons alone are exactly how I use journaling to battle and defeat my brain fog. Actually, I'd add a 3rd reason, consistent journaling. Like I said earlier, I didn't feel spectacular straight away. I didn't even feel great or even somewhat better the next few days after. These things take time and consistent effort. If I was to leave you with one thing, it'd be this. Tonight before you go to bed, just write something. On a piece of paper, on an empty book, something, anything. how you're feeling, the highs of your day, the lows of your day, what you're excited for tomorrow, a few sentences or a paragraph or an entire speech. Whatever you feel like writing, just write something. And whatever you write, do consistently, whether that's once a week, twice a day, or once a month. Find your own system and just write. Let your brain and let your mind do the work. If you're patient and consistent enough, your brain fog will soon go away. That's all for this vid. If you enjoyed it, give it a like. And if you like the rest of my videos, consider subscribing. Yeah, also I'm in Canada, Vancouver, but we're flying to Calgary tonight. So get keen for some more vlogs. All right, see you guys.